Okay, how's everybody doing this evening? Of course, my name is Kent, and I want to talk a little bit tonight about the one thing that no one escapes financially in this country today, in the United States of America. Not one, no one. I don't care how wealthy you are. I don't care how much education you have. I don't care how knowledgeable you are in all aspects of the economy and business and finance and everything. You cannot escape this one thing. No one escapes it. And what I'm talking about is I'm talking about inflation. And inflation, when you really think about it, is a tax. It's a hidden tax. And what it means is it means that as the money becomes inflated, it buys less. And if it buys less, it's eroding your buying power. And if it erodes your buying power, you get less for the money that you have. So it's really a hidden tax, because that money that you're losing, the reason it's getting less, the money becomes less, is because the government continues to print money, and the government makes the money worth less as they print more and more of it. So that's why inflation is something no one escapes. And the worst part about inflation is that it hits the people that are the producers the hardest. So it's as a graduated income tax. If it's a graduated income tax, the people at the highest tax brackets, they have to pay the greatest amount of tax. But in inflation, the people that consume or produce, or the people that spend the most in the economy, which are the people that really help the economy to grow, the people that are going out doing something, creating businesses, creating different things, hopefully making things, creating activity in the business world. Those are the people who are going to get hit hardest by inflation. So inflation it's kind of bad, because it doesn't discriminate against the people. It just makes the people that are producers are the ones that are getting hit hardest by inflation. So let's say you work for somebody, and you decide after a period of time that you're tired of trading your time, your time for money. So you don't make enough money working. Let's say you're just a landscaper. You work for a landscaping company, and you're trading your time for money working as a landscaper. And you decide one day, hey, this isn't working. I got to do something different. I got to make more money. So what do? You decide to open your own landscaping business. So when you open your own landscaping business, you start to hire people. You purchase equipment, lawnmowers, different trucks, trailers, everything that it takes to be in the landscaping business. But as you do that, you're getting taxed more, because you're buying things. You're consuming more, so your tax is greater because of inflation. So this inflation is killing everybody, and nobody escapes it. It takes down everybody. Every single person gets hit with inflation. And if they called it tax instead of inflation, I think people would be more. They wouldn't be so. It wouldn't be such a benign thing for most people. Most people think, oh, we've got high inflation, and they just think everybody's dealing with the same thing, same problem. And so no big deal. Everybody has to go to the grocery store. Everybody has to deal with inflation. But the problem is the people that are producing, the businesses, they're getting hit harder with the inflation tax than just the everyday consumer. So this is keeping the economy from growing, and it's keeping people from, jobs. People aren't creating jobs, or they're not creating businesses like they would normally if they had lower inflation. So this inflation is a huge, huge problem, and it's killing everybody. And that's why I like Bitcoin. Because Bitcoin isn't inflationary. Bitcoin's actually deflationary, because every 4 years they cut the rewards in half. And when they cut the rewards in half, that means that it is harder. There's less available. So it's not inflationary, it's deflationary, actually. So that's why Bitcoin works and the US dollar doesn't. So if you wonder where I'm at, I'm on State Street in Carlsbad, California. You can see it's a little bit lively tonight, because it is a Friday night. And of course, we got the trains going through. They go through all the time. So it's funny, because it's just like any other normal street in the United States. It's not really it's not nothing. We don't have any skyscrapers or anything like that. It's just an ordinary, everyday, downtown. You wouldn't think anything much of it, but it is close to the beach, and it's in a pretty popular area. But it looks like any other main street downtown in any part of the United States. Any small town would have downtown that looks, or main street or a street would look pretty similar to this. Nothing unusual about this. So the inflation thing is really crazy. Nobody escapes it. It takes everybody down, and eventually you're going to have to use Bitcoin or some other form of holding currency or holding some other a way of holding your wealth, because you cannot hold it in a currency that continues to inflate to the point that your buying power is literally worth nothing. So that's the one thing nobody escapes. So I'm going to flip the screen around here pretty quick as soon as I cross over here. So I want to talk about something else. Well, actually, I'll talk about that some other time. I want to keep this video kind of short. So anyway, so let me see if I can get this turned around right. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, so the producers in this economy are getting killed, and as well as the everyday ordinary consumers getting killed too. And this isn't going to stop anytime soon. In fact, if anything, it's accelerating, and that's why the Feds don't want to lower the interest rates anymore, because they can't. They're not going to be able to slow it down unless they keep these interest rates. So they're actually, it's a double whammy. You're getting screwed by inflation, and then you're also getting screwed by having high interest rates. So this is not going well. The only thing that's going well right now, or should going a little bit better, is Bitcoin, because Bitcoin has dropped out. It's gone from 57,000 back up to 62,000. So it's in the right. So we had a $5,000 drop, $5,000 flash crash for no reason, because nothing changed in the last 4 or 5 days, except for the Fed's announcement, and everybody knew what the Fed announcement was going to be anyway. So for that reason alone, we got a $5,000 drop. The people that are getting hurt right now in Bitcoin are those speculators. So if you're going long on Bitcoin, and you're playing the futures markets on Bitcoin, thinking that the price is going to go up, and you're buying it right now, and the price drops, you're going to get sold out. You're going to margin calls on what it is that you've got leverage. So that's why I think they're running these flash crashes right now, because they're keeping people honest, or they're not only keeping people honest. The camera's going all over the place here. They're making it so you can't speculate on Bitcoin right now, or if you do speculate on Bitcoin, you're going to get murdered. You're going to get what they used to say. You're going to get killed, because there's no way to speculate on Bitcoin when you got these flash crashes like it is. So anyway, hopefully tomorrow night, another video. Appreciate you watching. Thank you.